play. Okay, so here we go. Exactly 2 hours to go for the India versus West Indies virtual quarterfinal. Devashish and Gandhi in front of Eden Gardens, as you can see. On our right, gate number 1, on our left, gate number 2, behind us, Eden Gardens. You can see the pulse. From 3 o'clock, Devashish has been here. I've been here from 4. One can see the anticipation. She's been here with me. One can see how crazy this match has become. And one can also feel the tension a little bit. Yeah, people know that India are favorites, but everyone also knows West Indies with these power hitters. Can they upset India's apple cart? First things first, folks, anyone watching this show, whichever part of the world you're in, stay safe. Because a lot of our colleagues, Ashok Nambutri, wish you a happy birthday. You're in Dubai, stay safe because things are not great. Sindhu, stay safe because this is not a very natural world. First comments, let me go to Devashish. Devashish, you've talked to the curator. You've been here last 3 days. This is a massive match for Gautam Gambhir and Surya Kumar.
Yeah, Puriyada, obviously, just a few minutes back, I was inside the stadium and Saurav Ganguly, CB president, was there in the middle. He was taking a look at the wicket and the arrangements. Everything looks in perfect place. And we are just a couple of hours away from the match. But talking about the atmosphere, it has been in obviously. When I arrived, it was 3 p.m. That time it was not there was not many crowds, but as and when now you can see actually people are giving up, and then you can see gate number 17, and there will be more in numbers, and it's going to be a packed house, which is for the first time. Yeah, there has been good turnout for group league matches, but this is a huge occasion, literally a virtual knockout. So I think everything to look up for, and there will be a sea of blue in a couple of hours from now.
Now, if the internet is a bit of a problem, then tell us. We will go the other side.
We should go over there.
Which side?
That side.
Video is lagging. Yeah, video is lagging. So let's keep talking, and we will go to a better video location. Should we go to the car park?
No. That's the best area.
That's the best place.
No, let's. As Devashish said,
I remember from the IPL that we used to do it over there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
that's very
Near the Mohan Bagan
on a
gate.
big match day in front of Eden Gardens. If anybody expects that the internet would be 100%, it's not going to happen. At the same time, we will manage it. We are walking to a better location where hopefully there will be better video. Should we go somewhere here?
Now, Moriada, let's go cross that side.
Go the other side.
Yeah.
Forward. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try and get to a location where we will have better connectivity.
Sometimes this does come about music.
Which one? The accurate? Yeah. I mean, Kolkata people won't stop us, so that's fine.
The other thing is,
See, Indra is taking
Is it okay now here?
Neil, can you let us know? If it is okay, we'll just stop here because we also have the crowd.
Let me open my phone and see if it's better.
I think it should be better. Yeah.
Again. Better than go. Get stuck again.
Give it a second. Okay.
Check now, Neil. I think it will settle down. Check now. I think it will settle down. ठीक है एक time give it. Yeah, let's give it a bit of time. Let me set this up. Like what Devashish was saying, Saurabh was there out in the middle. He was trying to take a look at things. For him, also, this is a big match. Coming back as president, the India-South Africa match ultimately was a test match. And in a test match scenario, you cannot have 65,000 people. This is a World Cup. So for Ganguly, as president, as an administrator, this is a very important match that laser show what he is doing additionally. Because if you remember, Saurav Ganguly in 2016, when he did that match India-Pakistan, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan and Amitabh Bachchan performed the national anthem. So he had made it into an occasion. And that actually defines him as the administrator. Devashish remembers massive rainfall in Calcutta on that day, 2016. Despite that, the match started and was played out. So Saurav Ganguly, for him, this is as important a match as any. Gandhi Rao, first comments. You've been here for the last few days. You've watched the practice. You've come here early today. The build-up, race for wickets, deal. There's a lot of things that will kind of impact this game.
This is one of the most interesting contests that we had so far in the tournament. One was obviously India versus South Africa. Ahead of that contest is where we were all saying that this is where the real campaign begins for Team India. But when we talk about Reliance campaign, I know that India going as favorites. I know the conditions are in favor of the Indian batters, but at the same time, what I am concerned about
Getting a little bit of lag.
I think that
The car part was the best. We just go back to the car part because
In Bulgaria, if we work that towards that side, I think it will be fine.
no,
If it's
no, you can have the Indian battles at the back. No. We should have gone back to the car part.
was it fine there?
Yeah, because we did a night there. It was fine there.
that was much before. Now the teams will start coming
Now
out.
there will be demos now. You
Sure, let's try this.
struggle.
Let's Neil tell us. We are trying the other side as well. Let's try and see if we get better internet. Yeah, I think it's reasonably better here. Stop here, stop here. Stop here. No, it's still getting stuck.
It could very well be that it's your well.
No, no,
Acha, okay.
he's telling me.
All right. Let's see. Let's see how this goes.
Stand here.
Okay.
Let's be here.
Going to turn it around just a little bit to this side.
Yeah. Fine.
Neil, is this better? Just give me a bit of a cue. It's still getting stuck. I think
Let me try mine.
it's still the internet is the issue here. I would say we should go that side to the. You can't do
If
anything.
we go farther up there, I think that will solve the problem.
Beyond that, chalo, let's
Yeah.
go. We have time. There is no hurry because we've got plenty of time now. We can build the show properly.
Yeah.
So as when Devashish is sort of taking this, you can see this is gate number 14 on your right. This is block J. 14, 15, K1. This is K, and then L. So this side is membership. So this side is membership, and that's what you are seeing. So let's go beyond this barricade.
I think
Let's
this
go
should help because
beyond
now
this
you're-
barricade and close to the Mohun Bagan ground. By the way, on our left is the Mohun Bagan ground. So again, Devashish and I have spent countless hours in this club, in this ground, watching a lot of cricket and a lot of football.
fine now, it's fine
নীল বাবা বলে ফেলো বাবা এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে যান এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে গেলাম এবারে বলো নীল ইজ সেইং এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে যান হি ইজ কলিং পারফেক্ট বাচ্চা ভাই পারফেক্ট তাহলে চালিয়ে দেখো হ্যাঁ দিস ইজ পারফেক্ট
Yeah.
কি হলো ভাই হ্যাঁ না কিছু তো বল হ্যাঁ চল নীল ইজ সেইং দিস ইজ গুড
Because I just felt like we're 500 meters
you know
away.
what happened? Tell me what happened.
We had problems with the internet.
No, this is Varun Chakravarti finding his length. He was short in the earlier matches, so he was told yesterday you have to go up. So he has pushed it up. Now the length is absolutely perfect. This is Varun Chakravarti and Aksar Patel getting his length and their lengths right. That's what it is. It's all about India. Today, every little thing is about India. Gargi, your first thoughts, you were saying something when the internet issue came.
Yeah. I was getting to the point where I said that India 100% goes in as favorites, but what I am concerned about is how unpredictable West Indies has been throughout this tournament. They've always been the kind of team that will cause upsets, that always start the tournament as the underdogs and pull off something incredible. We've seen that happen before. We know that this team has a lot of faith in themselves. The way that Darren Sammy spoke in that press conference was quite inspiring as well. And even if you weren't a part of that team, you'd get pumped the way that he was talking
David and
about.
Goliath.
David
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Goliath.
There's a bit of respect with the West Indies team. Means you have any other teams. Means obviously the crowd, the spectators in Kolkata will be quite. Means obviously they will be rooting. Yes, obviously they will. But West Indies will have a few in numbers in the stands who will be cheering every boundary that a Sharfran Rutherford or a Robman Powell hits. Means obviously Kolkata crowd has always been sporting, but today only sea or blue. Means there is no denying the fact that there will be only one team that the crowd will be cheering today.
And remember the fact that none of these teams have lost at this venue in T20 contests. So that's also a record that's going to be broken. Who will have a perfect record at the end of the day is something we will have to wait and watch. But yes,
See, three things for me. Let me pose the first major question. Folks, write in to us. We will take maximum questions. I mean, a lot of you have already started to write in. Let me wear my choshma. Otherwise, these days, I can't see. Yeah, Gargi, come on, learn Bangla. You are in Kolkata, you might
But
as
it's
well.
a Hindi.
So, in Bangla, we say choshma. The O has to come there. O. So, the three things that defines this game, according to me. Compare the West Indies bowling with the Indian bowling, and you will know India is ahead. When I compare a Matthew Ford, a Jason Holder, a Romario Shepherd, a Akil Hussain, a Gudakesh Moti, with a Jasprit Bumrah, Aksar Patel, Varun Chakravarti, Hardik Pandya, Arshdeep Singh, I think India wins that contest. And while the West Indies batting is scary and will equal it out and all of that, the fact that the Indian bowling is that ahead, I think gives India a defining edge in this contest. So think about it. A late partnership brewing like the South Africa game between Romario and Jason. Who do you turn to? Bumrah. He nails that Yorker. Would you back Bumrah against Holder or Romario Shepherd, or would you back Romario Shepherd? The answer is clear. I think that's where India is ahead. Your thoughts before Gargi takes?
It's obviously one thing that I would like to see from Captain Surya Kumar Yadav is to give the full quota overs to Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh and Varun Chakravarti. These are your go-to bowlers. Means you cannot, obviously last match Bumrah did not finish his quota of 4 overs. Means that's the last thing that you want to happen. He is your premier bowler and he has been exceptional. Yes, you might go for runs initially in the power play particularly, but obviously he's too good a bowler to bounce back. And it has always been the case with Bumrah, and you can rely on him. So first, I would rather like to see the premier bowlers in Jasprit Bumrah, Varun Chakravarti, Arshdeep Singh getting the full quota of 4, even Akshar Patel for that matter, getting the full quota of 4 overs each. Obviously Hardik Pandya, yes, also he might as well be used in the power play, but the fact that Shivam Dube has been going for a lot of runs, so that will be interesting. Whether you try Abhishek Sharma, who can be handy on this wicket, because the key will be to bowl slow on this wicket, because the ball will come at a nice pace, and these West Indian bowlers bowling at 130, 135, obviously it will be easy. The stroke playing will be easy for the Indian batters.
Your thoughts on this point about premier bowlers? I have my point, but I'll come after yours.
I also have a feeling that because it was Zimbabwe, which is why they did not go for that one extra over. He bowled 3 overs, which is more than enough, and 2 in the power play, Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah starting off, and then Varun Chakravarti was your most penetrative bowler in that particular contest. But if we talk about tonight, I think it's going to be all about Varun Chakravarti. This is something that we were talking about yesterday as well. There was a long conversation between Varun Chakravarti, Mone Mokal and Gautam Gambhir. And some of these West Indian batters have not played the kind of bowling that Varun Chakravarti will bring forward, and that will be a weakness for them. So they'll want to, probably the team bus is coming.
Indian team to turn up. So
both
the Indian team
Today.
Oh, fantastic. Wow,
Today.
wow.
So, go on.
There you see,
Yeah.
match officials are coming.
Okay, we need to move first
Why
of all.
should we move?
No, because
Can
they'll
you
go
stop
from
taking
here.
the visual? No, it's all right.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it.
It's all right.
You go ahead and do it.
Taking the visuals, Puryada?
সব দিয়ে দিয়েছি ভাই, থাকলে দিতাম।
But yes, there was a long conversation between these three, and I think there's going to be a lot of attention on how Varun Chakravarti can pick the wickets of a certain maybe Shimron Hetmyer.
See, I will answer the Devashish point first. I'll answer that and come to yours. The reason why Jasprit did not finish his quota is because South Africa had already beaten West Indies. Because South Africa had beaten West Indies, the net run rate was out of the story. And you knew that there was no chance of rain in Calcutta. Because that was the case, so all you needed to do was win by 1 run. So you get... এখানে সরে যাই? Thank you, no problem. So...
Perfect.
no problem.
We can actually show the visuals.
So, the point that I was making is that because you needed to win just by a run, all you needed to do is win 2 games. So Surya went to Shivam in case he has to go to Shivam to give him that extra over and see what Shivam has. He knows what Jasprit has. Jasprit is never a problem, will never be a problem. So he could go to Shivam Dubey to try and understand what Dubey has. What is Gargi trying to do? No, that's. Did you see what happened there?
Yeah.
No, what happened? Tell me.
It fell.
Now, why? Because that was catch dropped by the West Indies. When
Oh
an Indian catch has gone up, they've dropped the catch under lights. That's what has happened.
You're on a spree of making bad jokes.
So you and Devashish are two champions with me, no? So, but coming to the point, I thought Surya did right, and I've argued this because Surya needed to go to Shivam or needed to go to his sixth bowler to try and see what they have. Bumrah, he knows. Bumrah will nail it in a high pressure situation. Coming to Gargi's point about Varun Chakravarti. Yesterday in the practice session, and they were both there at the stadium, and I was watching the Pakistan-Sri Lanka game, and every time in the middle of the Pakistan-Sri Lanka game, they were cutting to India's practice and showing the visuals. One visual which stuck with me was Jasprit, Mone, Gautam and Varun, and Jasprit was gesturing as if don't rush.
Yeah.
So clearly Varun was being repeatedly told, take your time into your stride. There is no reason to rush. And Jasprit was showing that with Gautam standing there. So that the instruction to Varun will be soak in the crowd. Take the crowd with you and run in. Get an early wicket, you're in the game. This is your platform for greatness. I think India will do the job. My prediction is 80-20 for India. And I'm saying it at the start of our show. No, this thing. I'm saying India are overwhelming favorites to nail West Indies. I'm conscious of the West Indies talent. No disrespect, but this Indian side for me is much too good. Let me ask Gargi a question.
Yeah.
When I see West Indies, and yesterday in the practice, all three of us were here, Shimron got bowled quite a few times. Sharfan also got bowled against the offie. Do you get a spinner in the power play? Or like South Africa did against a Shimron if there's an early wicket, do you get Hardik to try the short ball? Do you get Arshdeep to try the short ball against Shimron Hetmyer?
I think India should stick with what they've been doing. Start off with an Arshdeep Singh and a Hardik Pandya in the power play, first couple of overs to them, and then get your spinners in. I think Akshar Patel and Varun Chakravarti will be key tonight. Them from either ends will do a lot of damage when we talk about West Indian batters. And you want to, if they're batting first, you want to get them out as soon as possible. And I think that's a tactic that India will use. And spinners will be the key here. But I wanted to give a little bit of an anecdote from yesterday. In that media dinner, there were TVs where obviously the Pakistan match was playing, and at that point, the first innings was happening. Sahibzada Farhan and Fakhar Zaman were, tonking the bowlers out of the park, and that's when Saurav Ganguly walked in. And I think they were at around 180, 190, where we knew that this is game on for Pakistan. And while he was interacting, he was very distracted by the TV and kept
because the
looking
semi-final
back.
is going.
And then, there was a moment where he just looked up and said, I hope God is here.
The semi-final is going, Mr. Ganguly. সৌরভ হচ্ছে ভগবানের ছেলে, ও কোনোদিন যাবে না। ওই যে কপালটা না, ওটা বাঁধিয়ে হার্ভার্ডে বিজনেস স্কুল কেস স্টাডি হবে। Well, look at his career and you will know what I'm talking about. But honestly, Pakistan 180 for no loss, 210 all out, or 210 for 8. They fell like a pack of cards, absolutely collapsed from nowhere. And that was shocking for me. People were saying, is the game fixed? I thought the batsmen had fixed it for Pakistan.
Yeah, absolutely, and they are themselves to be blamed, the batters, obviously. But nothing can be taken away from that knock played by Daswin Sanaka. Outstanding. He could have easily won that match for Sri Lanka.
I thought that was a wide.
That last delivery was a wide.
Yeah.
That was clearly a wide.
And why did he not challenge the call?
Interestingly,
taken a clear,
6 runs needed. You should have challenged that call, challenged that white ball.
Anyway.
Gotten extra run, extra delivery. Oh, thanks. Both of those minds came to me.
Okay, so to the question that we asked, what is your take? Do you go with short ball against Shimron Hetmyer with a Hardik Pandya and an Arshdeep Singh?
Absolutely yes for Simran Hetmyer, because last time how did Simran
That's the
Hetmyer
team
get
bus.
out?
Devashish, dekhiye dao bhai. Can you show from here?
It will go right in the front.
Acha, it will go from behind us. Look at that. Which team
always-
is this?
West Indies. They always come in so fast. And
India. That's the Indian team bus. There you go, Team India. So the Indian
People
team
go
bus
wild then.
from behind.
And
That's the Indian team bus, as you can see from behind us, and that's the support staff bus. So the Indian team bus behind us, the support staff and the Indian team are there at the Eden Gardens. One could see Jasprit Bumrah looking from the glass window. You can sense the tempo going up. The fans went, India, India. That's what you want to see. You know, play the visuals, Neil. Play the visuals quickly and then come back to us again. The Indian team bus, break the visuals, has a reel as well. The Indian team has reached the Eden Gardens for that big clash against the West Indies. 1 hour and 40 minutes to go. Gargi, the same question again. Shimron Hetmeyer, your key batter from the opponent, has come into bat. Are you trying the short ball?
I am putting Varun Chakravarti on as soon as Shimron Hetmeyer comes onto the crease. That will be my strategy. I don't think Shimron Hetmeyer will be able to pick Varun Chakravarti, and especially the kind of conversations that you're having.
In fact, Gargi, last time Shimron Hetmeyer got out against South Africa, it was against a short ball.
Exactly.
Means that was he in fact given a catch, given a chance, and then the next ball he got caught.
So there you go. Those are the live visuals of the Indian team bus which just passed us. That's the Indian team bus. You can see the players who were looking. In fact, some of them were looking at our show.
Yes.
Because most of them are friends. They were looking at our show. We are good luck charm. Don't worry. You know, all three of us, we will make the Indians win.
We are not commenting on Shubhayan.
Not commenting on what?
Shubhayan's luck.
Shubhayan is Shubhayan is not with us. No problem.
You know what happened after the South Africa loss? Guess what happened? Everyone turned to Shubhayan.
No, but why is it not saying Shubhan was there in Chennai and he also
Exactly.
turned the luck around? Come on. I mean, you guys are only going after him. Give him the benefit as well. But look, folks, that's Team India. Okay, quick question before we will go into other things. No change? No change?
No, I don't see any change. In fact, both the sides may go in unchanged. Means Roston Chase, he played in the last game. So I think both teams will go in unchanged.
Yeah, I think unchanged, absolutely unchanged. They finally got the playing 11 right. They've got the batting combination right as well. I will still be interested to see what the entry points are, because Ryan Tendoshkara did come out and speak about Tilak Varma once again. And he said that, look, just because Tilak Varma came in at number 6 last time around does not mean that he's fixed at that position. He could come in at any point in the game, which leaves room for error. And it could very well be like they got the Washington Sundar call wrong. It could happen again. I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying I'm interested in what the entry points are going to be today according to the situation of the game.
So the batting order.
Yeah.
But no change in composition.
No.
Are you seeing any change in the West Indies team composition? Are you seeing Brendan King play? Are you seeing Akil Hussain play?
You make a very valid point, Boryada, because the only weak link in that West Indian batting lineup is the out of form of Brendan King. Means obviously
Plus the injury concern.
Absolutely. So, but I still feel that given that both batted, means both Brandon King and Shai Hope, they turned up for the practice session yesterday, and in fact batted as well. So I think there will be no change whatsoever. But I will be interested whether West Indies goes in with an extra spinner in Akil Hussain. Remember, Akil Hussain was dropped and Roston Chase played in that last game. So whether West Indies get in Roston, go in with the two spinners in Roston Chase and Gudakes Moti, that will be interesting. But as far as the fast bowlers are concerned, Jason Holder, Matthew Ford, and
I think the West Indies team bus is coming.
Yeah.
So Devashish will quickly take the visuals, and you will see the West Indies team bus folks just behind us. Let's show you that. You will see the team bus behind us. So in about 10 seconds from now, you will see the West Indies team bus that's also reached the Eden Gardens. That's Team West Indies. They're right in front of us at the moment, and they will cross now. That's Team West Indies. There's the West Indian team bus. There you go. And that's the support staff right behind us, the West Indian support staff. So both teams have arrived at the Eden Gardens with an hour and a half to go for this particular match. Fantastic build-up, Lovely weather. It's not that hot. It is not sweltering heat yet like April when they report on the IPL. That's horrible. That's really bad, humid, sticky weather in Kolkata. This evening, even in the morning, there's still a slight dip. A lovely kind of breeze was blowing in the morning. Nice weather under lights. It will be perfect conditions. Zero chance of rain, zero chance of any interruption. Miss Raut, for West Indies, are you sensing any change? Are you seeing an Akil Hussain? For a Roston Chase, are you seeing any change in that side?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm looking at any changes at all. I think they did well in the last game. They've got their winning combination and they will stick with it. That's what I think.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead, I will give the thumb.
you will give the thumb.
And title for the pre-show.
Okay, she will give the thumb, but there is a super chat. I am fearing today will be the end of Gigi and Surya. I am fearing it will be the end of you as a viewer.
I want to bring something up here. Let's वो देखा जाएगा. लेकिन जो कल हुआ है, वही did you see the PC Salman Agha press conference?
नहीं.
Did you know that a journalist straight up asked Salman Agha, आप resign करोगे या PC भी निकालने वाला है?
तो क्या बोला उसने?
He said, "Oh, that's not the. We'll see when I get there and this and that." How are you supposed to answer that?
Tough questions, Buria.
There has to be.
I don't have a problem in obviously
I don't have a problem
the
either.
media going and straight away.
Boss, you have not been able to make a World Cup
Exactly.
semi-final after being in Sri Lanka for 25 days.
Exactly.
You had everything going in favor. And why now? Your 2025 Champions Trophy, nonsense. Your 2025 Asia Cup, equally bad. Now, as bad. 2024 World Cup in the US, as bad. Arey, kab kheloge bhai?
What has the captain done? What has Salman
By the way,
Agha?
this is the bus that
Team
will
bus.
now go in. The team bus, as you can see behind us, will go and get it parked right there.
Right.
And at the end of the game, will come out and then lead from outside the clubhouse. That's the pattern at the Eden Gardens. यार मैं आपसे जोक कर रहा था ऐसे ना सवाल मत पूछा करो. Is it the end of Gautam? Is it the end of Surya? Is it the end of the world? Is it doomsday? ऐसे नहीं होता है. थोड़ा सा optimism किया करो. And by the way, India lose आप पूछ सकते हो. Is West Indies favorite? Is it the end of Gautam? Is it the end of Surya का क्या मतलब बनता है? क्या मतलब बनता है? This is where I find Indian fandom a bit toxic. This is not the way. I mean, a massive match is coming. You want to ask a question. Why are you saying it's the end of somebody? I find this kind of fandom a little toxic. I have no problems in asking the hard questions. You should. You absolutely should. Gargi, give me a batting order. So if you are in the Indian tank today, are you getting Hardik at 5? Are you getting Tilak at 5? Are you saying no? I will see if it's a right-hander getting out or a left-hander,
Yes.
and I will continuously keep that.
For the first four,
Same for you.
For the first four, I'm going to continue the right-left combination. So obviously Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav. Then it depends on where India is at that point when that fourth wicket is lost. If it is still the power play and you still, let's say, have about one more over to go, I would send in a Hardik Pandya to go in and finish the power
But
play.
you mean to say that India will be three down in power
I'm
play?
saying in case.
No, I don't mean obviously. I assume.
no,
I
it's-
assume,
it's
but I
very
think if there's a platform, I
unlikely.
think ideally the team management should send Hardik Pandya ahead of a Tilak Verma.
Yeah, that's
any
what I
day,
said.
any day.
when?
Hardik.
At the
Obviously,
end
if India have a platform,
No,
if
but
India have a platform, say to 11, 12 overs with the score around 130ish, 130ish
But
for
now-
two. Send in an Hardik Pandya. Let him get the maximum number of balls. Means
Fair point. I
obviously.
mean,
Yeah.
that's actually a very
That's
valid
what I'm
point.
saying as well.
Okay, so both my colleagues saying that Hardik comes in ahead of Tilak. Let's take questions. There are loads of questions, so we'll all take some. Fitman, Gargi ma'am, you're in the city of joy. Where is your plate full of sweets? Boria sir, please do the needful. Let
Please,
India win.
no.
Let India win, we'll do it. Don't worry.
No, I had.
Did you try the Rasmalai yesterday?
Yes, I had
Oh,
the
that was good,
Rasmalai.
good,
Yeah,
Yes,
couldn't help
I
myself.
hope she tried.
I did.
I had.
everything
Despite my
yesterday.
diabetic, I had. I had one. I had one. I had one.
I also had one.
I had one. Come on, I had one only.
And I didn't have anything.
No, the food was lovely yesterday. You have to give it.
No,
to
but I have to
Sridevi.
say this. I will have tonight. Shubhayan has got some lovely chanar paesh from Kalyani. which is my favorite. Devashish got for me last week. That's the one I'm going to have tonight after India wins. Gargi must try that. The chanar payesh is to die for. You know, chanar payesh is, and there is like the chana is cut into small kind of sticks.
Chana?
Nahi, what chana? Gargi, you're
What
such a
is
disaster.
chana?
You know, this is as bad as any team.
You're saying chana, I thought it's Bengali for
chana. What is
chana.
chana কিভাবে বোঝাবো ভাই? ছানার পায়েস কি করে বোঝাবো? ভাই ছেড়ে দাও ভাই। পায়েস do you know? পায়েস have you heard?
You don't know payasam?
মানে ছেড়ে দে
ছানা।
waste. ছানার পায়েস you don't know.
Chanar oi grape.
Okay, Shouvik Banerjee, can we get in Kuldeep in place of Aksar? No way. How do you drop Aksar? What about his batting? I mean, how on earth do you drop Aksar? I have better cricket knowledge than Gargi. Sorry if hurt, but true. Unfortunately, you are not here. She is here, and she's played the sport which you haven't. She's qualified to be a journalist. Unfortunately, that's why it's my job as editor to pick who has better knowledge. I have decided to pick her. So the blame is me. And you know what? I've got a swollen head, as many of you know, so I don't care.
Chena is, acha, I got it, Chena.
Arre,
Chena.
Chena, come on.
You say Chena.
Chena.
Arshdeep should be replaced by Siraj. Why?
What? No.
He was your best bowler in the last game.
No, absolutely. There is no logic behind. There is no logic.
আমার মনে হয়, in social media, the 15 players who are waiting outside are always better than the 15 in the team.
That's what it
Always.
is. That's
The
what it is.
pasture is greener on the other side. Shreyas Iyer is better. Vaibhav is better. Yashashvi is better. Siraj is better. Rinku is better. Whoever is not playing is actually a better player.
Exactly.
This is how it is on social
It's
media.
hindsight bias. As simple as that. It's hindsight bias.
Crazy, boss. Absolutely crazy. Let's take more questions. Sky needs to break the shackles and unleash today. Surya's batting. Saurabh Kumar.
He's been batting that way in the net sessions. I've been covering him in all of the net sessions, and because he was playing the way that he was in the first 4 games, where he was constantly anchoring and not, he was not going aggressive at all. So, which is why I had a close eye on him during practice sessions. And every practice session, he would actually really bat very, very aggressively, which made us even more confused as to why he's, not taking on the same role on the crease when he's out there batting for India. But now that he's back into his mojo, last game as well, he was batting at a strike rate of 170.
His fast ball was a boundary and he was off.
So that's that. I think now the management has got it right. I think the message that has been sent out has changed from what it was before the South Africa game. I think it was very cautious cricket. Let's try to slow it down. Let's try to do our best by not going ultra aggressive, but then they quickly realize that that's not their game. That's not what India is known for. And as Tilak Verma said in the press conference as well, that Gautam Gambhir had a chat with the team ahead of the game and said that we need to go back to the cricket that we were playing ahead of the World Cup.
Devashish, are you worried? And somebody's asked this question. I think it's a fair question. Arvind says legend Sanju Samson, player of the match, etc., etc. Gargi, I'll come to you on the due. Because a lot of people, Shagor Shorkar, toss e jite ki korte hobe, due or not. But Sanju Samson, I lost the question. Gautam 3T asked, Sanju similar dismissal against short ball. Is that a concern?
Yes, that might be a concern, but the point is that with that kind of pace, the West Indian pacers, will it trouble Sanju Samson? Will it trouble? Means that extra yard of pace, extra bit of pace can lead to your downfall. But talking about the West Indian pacer, when you talk about a Matthew Ford or a Jason Holder or a Shamar Joseph, yes, had there been an Alzari Joseph, definitely he could have troubled. But with those kind of pace, I don't think that will be kind of a trouble. And given the nature of the wickets, the ball will come nicely onto the bat. So stroke players will definitely enjoy batting here on this surface, and that is what Sujanda has said it. In fact, Saurav has also commented, talking to the media the other day, that it will be a run scoring affair. So there is a lot of runs, Muriada, if you ask me. So I think the key will be how you utilize the power play. If you have a platform, then you could capitalize on it. And West Indies, remember that they bat deep till number 9 with Romario Shepherd coming.
So next time Gargi Raut is here, we will celebrate with the Chanar Payesh. Now that she understands what Chanar Payesh is, and the one from Kalyani is to die for. What Devashish got and Shubhan got. my dad used to get it for me when I was a child, and it kind of makes me nostalgic. But coming back to the dew point that I was asking you, you were here, he was here. How much dew was there? You messaged me saying there is dew. What extent is dew going to be a factor? How much dew was there?
It was bad last night. It was bad. And remember, we had this conversation in yesterday's 5 at 5 that the chemical has been sprayed.
Did you see that? I mean, was it used?
Shubayan also told me that the chemical has been sprayed, but the dew was still bad. So one of my sources who was in the ground while India was batting, around 6:45, this person messaged me and said it's really, really wet out here, which gives you, a lot of...
As early as 6:45.
Exactly. Which is, remember, I texted you
but
that...
does that mean that there is no real advantage?
Similar
because
conditions
both teams
for both
will have to face, at least within the first 10 overs, both teams will have to encounter similar conditions. Does that even it out?
That's what I was saying. That's the point that I was coming to, that this, sort of makes Surya Kumar Yadav's theory also a little bit true, because he was saying that when it comes to dew, and whenever dew sets in a T20 contest, because the super soppers and the ropes and all of them are continuously working, it's almost similar conditions in both innings, and the toss in that regard becomes something that you don't have to worry about, because for the first 2 overs where the ball will do have a bit of movement, it really, apart from that, there's really nothing else that will not be similar for the two teams.
Okay, Devashish, India will crumble under pressure playing at home like
What
Mumbai,
pressure?
says Arvind.
Come on, Arvind.
Pressure and the ability to deal with pressure. Do you think the Indian... Yeah. So do you think the Indian change room has more leaders who can absorb pressure better?
Absolutely. And you talk about the likes of Hardik Pandya or Surya Kumar Yadav or Tilak Verma, Ishan Kishan, even Sanju Samson. So I think that these players, they can handle pressure easily, and they have been doing it time and time again in the IPL, in international matches. Yes, and then see. Come on, let's face the fact that this Indian team has better ability, and that loss against South Africa was an aberration. Losing to South Africa, I think that was one bad day at the office, but I think they have got the much needed momentum with that win against Zimbabwe. Yes, you might say that, you might argue that it was Zimbabwe, but trust me, all the players, that was the momentum, that was a spark that we witnessed when the bilateral series was played against South Africa and New Zealand. I think that mojo is back. That momentum is back with the Indian team, especially in that game against Zimbabwe. So I don't think there will be enough pressure. And the Indian team has too many players who can take the match away from the West Indies.
To that, I will add to that. In the press conference yesterday, Ryan came out and he was asked about
He's India's
pressure.
official spokesperson.
Yes. And let's not even go there. He's come out 3 times in this tournament. But yes, he said something which really struck me. He was asked about pressure, and Ryan said, you don't run away from pressure, you go towards it. And that's how we deal with pressure in this team as well. None of us, tell the players to ignore the pressure or not face the pressure. The best thing to do is to move towards pressure and be able to handle it. And he was talking about the entire process and the fact that these guys are creme de la creme when it comes to Indian cricket. The fact that they're there in that team is proof enough that they can handle these sort of situations. So that's the entire thing. The other thing that I wanted to say was, you said one off day in the office. I still think that it was a build-up of the way that India was playing, and it wasn't a one-off day.
Okay, so she's saying that, we started bad against the US. That too was a bit of an off day. Surya saved it. So couple of games, India was under par. That's the point that she's making.
I might differ with Gargi. Obviously the wicket was not conducive to stroke play. You talk about a Wankhede wicket. I was there at the Wankhede Stadium. That ball was stopping and coming. It was double paced. So stroke making was not easy. And clearly.
That was the case in a lot of the wickets.
Sri Lanka also.
Yeah, absolutely.
But India's approach was kind of, like slightly cagey. Let's put it that way. Okay, 5 more minutes on this show, and then Gargi will be back at 6 p.m. These two will be back at 6 p.m. Let me ask you about something very different. How important will be Rinku Singh's presence in that dugout? To see someone who has lost his dad joined the team in 24 hours. Both of us have experienced this in our lives. God willing, she doesn't have to for the next 25, 30 years. Now, these are irreparable losses. For Rinku to come back and join the team and to see that guy on the field, taking drinks, waiting there, how important is that for India?
Huge, huge, huge. I think the sheer presence of Rinku in the dugout will lift the morale, the entire team. Means obviously someone who has lost his father and then to be coming and straight away turning up for the team. And that takes incredible courage, and that also shows his commitment towards the game and his love and passion for the team. And that is what a team means obviously, and it's all about 11 15 players, means with one mission, and that is what I think that Boria, it will definitely lift the morale of the entire team. The sheer presence of Rinku. Gargi is
Somebody is saying, is he discriminated for being poor? What? Is Rinku discriminated for being poor?
No.
Boss, firstly, that guy is no longer poor. He makes 14 crores from KKR, or did at one point in time. Let's not get into this nonsense, boss. I mean, let's not even get into this. This is total rubbish. Acha, this is a good one. Win, toss, and
Bowl first.
okay. So the dude.
Yeah.
Win, toss, and bowl first.
Just in case, I'm going to take my precautions here.
And especially if you are playing two spinners or three spinners, all the more because you rather bowl fast and negate the dew factor. But I have another theory, Gargi. If you ask me, I would rather prefer to bat and bat out the opposition. Pressure game.
But let me just change this question for both of you. You guys said 10 overs dew is setting in.
Yeah.
So does that make his call that bat first, bat West Indies out, get a 200 there and put them under pressure? Does that become a
Bat
first?
Put West Indies to bat.
No, you bat first because the dew is anyway going to come.
I have a reason for it. I have this hunch that West Indies, as good as Indian bowlers are, they are a little bit predictable. If they have one of their days where they can turn the entire world upside down, then there is a possibility of them chasing it down. With India, if India is chasing, I am more confident.
I think West Indies have more chance of crumbling while chasing rather than India.
They'll implode.
Because they will just go out there and tong right from the what go and
if they're chasing 200
if they're chasing 200 or more.
Okay, yeah. So that's the whole point of a show. That's the whole point of a show. So final couple of minutes. Gargi is doing this because she has to go and keep her bag in the press box, come out and do the show. This is what the fun of covering cricket at the Eden Gardens is. This one will go in, keep his bag at the photographer's area. She'll go and keep her bag at the press box. You know, this is so much fun covering cricket at the Eden Gardens. Final question. Semi-finals, India v England.
Yeah.
India v England.
Yes.
Devashish said.
Yeah, obviously India will be in the semi-finals, and I have my fingers crossed of India playing that final in Ahmedabad.
Oh, okay. And
so tomorrow morning, 10:15, 11 o'clock, these two are flying to Mumbai, so they know that they need to get India into that semi-final. Shubhan, Rohit, Gargi and Devashish, all of them will be on their way to Mumbai tomorrow for that much-awaited semi-final clash at the Wankhede Stadium. But before that, you have to take West Indies out in what is a virtual quarter-final. I think what defines matches like this is not skill, not potential, but character. An Indian team has that character. Gautam Gambhir is an adopted son of this city, wanted to buy a house at one point in time, knows he has a particular space in that dressing room. He has a particular chef in the same hotel. Why do you think India is staying at ITC Shodar? Because Gautam Gambhir insisted. He's an adopted son of the soil of this city. Varun Chakravarti, Surya Kumar Yadav, there is a lot. And you know what? I've seen Eden Gardens. This is home for both of us. And now Gargi, because she's also been coming here for 4 years now. Eden Gardens knows how to reward its devotees. You are a good devotee, Eden Gardens will pay you back. The 65,000 Sea of Blue will make sure that they make some noise. And that noise will be the 12th man. Folks, in 15 minutes, join Gargi Raut and Devashish Sen as they count down to the start of what could be the massive encounter between the Indians and the West Indians for a spot in the World Cup semi-final. England is there, New Zealand is there, South Africa is there, and the last spot to be decided today. For this, Thank you very much for joining us. Join Red Sports back in 15 minutes as we count down. Thanks for watching.